Good evening and welcome to Bondurant, Iowa for this Raccoon River Conference matchup between the visiting Gilbert Tigers here at Bondurant for our Blue Jays. Patrick Meyer here with Chad Carlson on the call. How you doing, Chad?
Doing well, Patrick. Excited to get this second half of the season, the home schedule rolling here.
Absolutely. So finals league finishing up here, and we got a little basketball. So Blue Jays looking to finish this first quarter off with a nice W. Led by Addison Brown, 6 points per game, four rebounds, and Eric Lyle with 5 and 5. What are you looking for tonight?
Well, I think early on in the season, the team's trying to find their identity, and then now you want to build on that identity. So I think with this team, really working from the defensive side of things is really what they need to hang their hat on, and getting a lot of stops, and then just finding a way to create some offense, whether it's off of their defense or knocking down some three-point shots.
As we look for the starting lineups here for the visiting Tigers, senior guard number 0, Abby Patel. Senior guard number 1, Mia Kottman. Sophomore guard number 2, Callie Hales. Senior forward number 3, Molly Schnormeyer. And senior forward number 31, Ella Henningsen. For your Blue Jays, at guard, senior number 2, Aubrey Haynes. At guard, junior number 5, Morgan Muller. At guard, sophomore number 10, Tiara Bergeron. At forward, junior number 23, Addison Brown. And at center, senior number 33, Erica Lyle. We will step aside for the playing of the national anthem. All right. Well, coming into this game, Blue Jays 3-6 overall, Tigers 6-3. Conference play kind of getting close to halfway through here. I think this might be the last one for us to have faced everybody once.
First roundabout there.
So you see Addison Brown and Erica Lyle there on the screen. I think rebounding is going to be key for them. The Tigers fire up a lot more shots than we do. And keeping them off the glass is going to be important too, and Addison and Erica are going to be key parts to that.
Yeah, and a little added bonus for the Blue Jays tonight. It is Blue Jay basketball night, so the youth are here and they're representing, and it is a rapidly filling crowd, and it's going to be a loud one.
It is. There's a little room over here if they want to walk all the way across, but with the pep band up here in the corner filling up that part, and Tigers brought down a pretty decent group of fans, and so should be a fun night. Lyle and Henningsen for the jump. Tip mostly straight up. Henningsen gets it over to Kottman, and here we go. Lyle with the big block on Schnormeyer, but the Tigers are able to retain it. Hales trying to drive, kick out. Patel drives. Now Kottman with it. Long three is good for Callie Hales. She was practicing from that spot in warm-ups, and it looked just about like that. So I think she found the spot she wanted to be. Brown drives through, gets held up a little bit. Haynes for three, good!
Yeah, and that's always a good thing for Aubrey Haynes to see that first shot go through the net.
Patel trying to drive on Brown, gets caught up in the lane. Kaufman now with it.
Blue Jays are man-to-man.
Leading scorer for the Tigers is Henningsen. They're there in the paint. Throws it up, partially blocked by Lyle. Lyle gets the rebound. Good defense there by Erica. Henningsen averaging 16-plus a game. We'll see if Lyle's extra length helps make that difficult in there.
Yeah, and Erica did a good job to your point. Just staying straight up.
Addison Brown with the reverse. Great aggressive play there. Kottman pump fake and gets the foul on Haynes when she drives. First foul of the game. Kottman inbound to Hales.
We saw Gilbert with a little bit of pressure, full court pressure on their last made basket. Another foul called there.
That one's going to be on Addison.
And I would guess we're going to see some 2-3 zone out of the Blue Jays tonight, but I like the aggressive nature coming out. Sometimes you start in that 2-3 zone, you just sit back, and you watch a lot of threes go through, and this way you're at least putting some pressure on your opponent, making them make plays.
Nice bucket there for Callie Hales.
No pressure this time.
Haynes bringing it up court to Brown at the free throw line. Schnormeyer out on her. Lyle gets it over to Bergeron. And just knocked away there by Schnormeyer. Hales back to Schnormeyer for three. That's going to be off. Henningsen gets the rebound, gets collapsed on by 4 Blue Jays, and Addison Brown rips it away. Morgan Muller with the ball. Goes opposite of the Lyle screen. Back out to Lyle. Haynes with the quick trigger. It's good.
2 straight for Aubrey, and let's hope that's the first of many.
Kottman into the paint. Kick out. Patel. Back over to Kottman for a long three. Off the rim. No good. Muller with the rebound. Muller over to Haynes. Pump fake. Drive. Dumps it off to Brown. And Brown is fouled before the shot. Nice dish there by Aubrey.
Thought we were going to see the heat check from Aubrey there.
She thought about it.
Real deep, but she did a nice job to penetrate and create the foul there.
Quick pass into Brown. Brown with the fade right hand. No good. Lyle tips it to Brown. Brown step through right hand. No good. Schnormeyer rebound that time. And going to get a foul on Muller.
Yeah, I think she just kind of reached across a little bit. She had the Gilbert offensive player kind of right where she wanted, underneath the basket, driving underneath the basket, but just kind of reached across and got caught.
So into the game for the Tigers, number 10, Kayla Rash. Patel going to go to the bench. And for the Blue Jays, checking in, Kaylee Hansen. She's in for Tierra Bergeron. Schnormeyer with it. Brown straight up. And they're going to get Brown on the foul. Her second.
She was straight up for about every part of that except maybe 100th of a second where she just kind of lowered that left hand down and got caught for the reach. And 2 shots coming now for Schnormeyer.
First one up and good. Now checking in, number 14, Lydia Martin. Addison's going to be on the bench, at least I imagine, for the rest of this quarter.
Yeah, and she's come out really aggressive, so
Second free throw up and good for Molly Schnormeyer.
You hate to see her down for any prolonged period of time.
And they're going to get Rash on the foul there. Trying to jump the pass like she's a Gilbert football player.
I was going to say a defensive back.
There might be a Rash on the football team for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I
guess last 4 because there's a senior and a junior, right?
Rash it's just a Gilbert name.
Haynes, pump fake, step back. Has it knocked away by Hales, but gets it back. Into Kaylee Hansen. Hansen, left hand, layup is good.
Yeah, and I think Schnormeyer missed the scouting report that Hansen's very left-handed.
Oh, Rash is open for 3. That one's off the rim. Morgan Muller creeps in there for the rebound. Lyle out to Muller.
Yeah.
And gets a little shuffle of the feet.
Little hop.
Now coming in, back in Abby Patel along with Katie Sneezik. Tierra Bergeron coming back in for the Blue Jays. And Erica Lyle going to go to the bench. It was Hales and Schnormeyer to the bench for the Tigers. Rash bringing it up court to Sneezik. Henningsen has it taken away by Aubrey Haynes. She's on a fast break, and right-hand layup's good for Aubrey Haynes. Patel. Ooh. They're going to get Bergeron on the foul.
Yeah, on the quick hand check. And I think that's right now, I like the aggressive nature of the man-to-man. The Blue Jays have already put the Tigers into the bonus. That's their 5th foul. But they're just a half step slow getting to some spots. And really, you don't have to play out that hard on somebody 17 feet from the basket. You don't have to deny that pass. It's kind of like if we're talking a football thing, it's like that too deep shell. Just kind of keep everything in front of you. Make him hit that 3-point shot. We're going to get a timeout here from the Blue Jays.
Looks like Tenley Freed is going to get prepared to check in. Yeah, 5 fouls, 5 minutes in. That's a little concerning for the Blue Jays. 2 on the Tigers. I think we've seen it all year, though. The first quarter gets officiated very heavily, and then it kind of gets laid off for the second and third. That's what we've seen for the most part.
Right.
I guess I don't want to put us into jinxing it there, but it's kind of been consistent on that front. So we'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsor for basketball broadcast, Jeff Meisland with Principal Financial. Jeff and his team help individuals, families, and businesses with retirement planning and strategy, investments, college funding, life, long-term disability, and long-term care insurance, and other financial products and strategies. Feel free to email or call for a complimentary consultation, or if you have any questions, 515-246-4057 or meisland.jeff@principal.com. Patel for her second free throw attempt. And we were unable to ice her with the timeout. Now you get that pressure back up there. And Patel reaches in and takes it away. Lyle with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see if they call it on the hand or on a body. He called it.
If it's not a foul when 3 people collapse on the pressure out to half court, I don't know.
Yeah, he called it on the wrist. I mean, call it on the body if you want, but what are we? 75 feet away?
Yeah.
80 feet away? Look pretty clean.
Well, I would tell you don't count on the boys' game starting on time because we are on pace to set, a large number of fouls in this game. So, Patel, second one up is good. She's now 3 for 4 from the line. Bergeron over to Lyle. Back over to Muller. And we've seen this from a few teams where you get the extra pressure when Aubrey's been out. They're going to get the kick on Rash there.
Yep. And now Gilbert's back. Maybe they're in man-to-man.
Kaylee inbounds to Berger and out to Freed, now to Moeller.
Yep.
Into Hansen. Tries to hit Freed on the cut, just not quite able to maintain it, but they're saying out on Gilbert. Patel got a hand on it, per the official. Bergeron's going to inbound this one now. To Moeller. Moeller for three. In and out. Henningson's able to secure the rebound. Layup no good.
Going to be Gilbert ball off a Freed.
Aubrey Haynes checking in. Tenley Freed to the bench. It was just kind of an interesting play because Sneezik went up for the layup and just kind of, I think she was flabbergasted that she didn't get fouled. And just kind of stood there and let the play unfold. Rash. Schnormeyer for three. Off. Tipped away by Lyle. Over to Kaylee Hansen for the Blue Jay rebound. Moeller. Out to Bergeron. Bergeron into the paint's going to get called for the steps. A little late on that whistle. I think it was right when she started to dribble. Kottman and Hale's going to check in for the Tigers. Schnormeyer and Sneezik to the bench.
Not just the foul calls. We're seeing a lot of line changes here from both coaches, too. And the Blue Jays are in that 1-3-1 zone defense. We saw that a little bit before the break. I really like this change-up and this look.
Good pressure there by Tierra. Giving Hale. Oh. That's going to be a second foul on Lyle.
Yeah, that's a bailout call, I think. She kind of had her in trouble, and I don't want to bash the referees this early in the game.
No, that one was more of a kind of a bad luck on Erica's part because she was doing a good job hustling, applying pressure, and it was just a good play by Hales to get free of her. Second one up. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Moving her up to 6 points. Tenley Freed going to check in. Erica Lyle to the bench. Patel giving the full court press. Freed in the corner. Haynes now with it out top. Patel guarding her a little more closely. Bergeron, kick out, Moeller. Moeller pump fake drive and has it taken away by Hales. Going coast to coast, left hand layup and gets it from a very difficult angle. Moeller over to Freed. Freed into the paint, hesitates, right up
really
and
nice
fouled.
Really nice move. I think one thing that Gilbert pressure's done is it's gotten the Blue Jays to speed up a little bit, and they were going a little bit faster maybe than Coach Obley would want them to go on that last possession. But really nice move by Tenley Freed. Earned herself a shot at 2 points from the line.
Hits the first, and we're going to have Schnormeyer check in for the Tigers, and Claire Meislin making her first appearance in the game for the Blue Jays. Morgan Muller to the bench for the Jays. Tenley Freed, second free throw. Off the back of the rim. Henningson's able to get the rebound.
And this is where it's just that quarter-by-quarter bonus, really. And frankly, Gilbert would be in the 1-1 if we were under the old rules right now.
Which would make for a long second quarter.
But you're just putting a team to the line 80 feet from the basket. It's just so frustrating to have that happen. And you've really kept Henningsen in check, and you're letting her see the ball go through the hoop now, and you just hope that's not the first of many more to come. And she does hit them both. Lydia Martin going to check in for the Jays.
And number 11, Abigail Thompson, making her first appearance for the Tigers. The good news is the Blue Jays have actually went pretty deep into their bench almost every game. So the players that they're going to have to switch to because of this foul trouble have seen games already.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see Aubrey Haynes make any more one-handed passes. Those drive me crazy.
Yep.
And against this press, those are going to get tipped away. They're going to get stolen. And the Blue Jays have outscored Gilbert from the field. It's the free throw advantage right now. Nice job
Haynes'
by Claire.
deflection ends up in Claire's hands. She goes and chases it down. Freed to Martin. Martin coming around the Freed screen, tried to get it over to Meislin, was bumped as she was trying to pass and ends up going out of bounds. .46 seconds still remaining in the first quarter.
Blue Jays back into a 2-3 zone now.
Thompson over to Rash, back cross court. Hales for three, air ball, rebound, Kaylee Hansen. Now she's dealing with some pressure. Has it taken away, and that's going to be a foul, kind of a frustration foul there on Haynes. That's her second. So we now have 4 players with 2 fouls, and we're not quite done with the first quarter yet.
Yeah, Coach Obley's going to have to go probably deeper on her bench than she really wants to here.
Patel free throw is good. That's her 4th point, all from the line. Unfortunately, the Tigers are a fairly good free throw shooting team, too.
Unfortunately for the Blue Jays.
Shooting almost 70%.
Yeah.
All right, well, we might be back. We're having a little bit of internet issues here in the building, but hopefully you're here for us. And we're just coming out of a timeout after a little bit of a Tiger run. So if you're a Blue Jay fan, you didn't want to see what just happened anyway.
Yeah, Gilbert really kind of asserting their will with their full court pressure and also just dominance on the boards.
Berggren with a nice drive, not able to finish it. Hansen gets the tip. Berggren comes away with it. Haynes back into Berggren now, trying to get down to the paint. Haynes for three, off the rim, no good. Henningsen rebound. Schnormeyer able to drive through contact, pulls it back out. Patel to Hales. Hales drive, cross court. I don't even know how that got there. And,
how'd that pass get through?
I don't know how it got through. I also, the official farther away thought he needed to call it because he hadn't blown his whistle recently. So, foul number 74 on the Blue Jays. Henningsen to the line again.
Tenley Freed was like, everybody else is going to get a foul. I gotta get one too.
Yep. I don't know what she was waiting for. Finley McDowell going to make her first appearance in the game for the Jays. Tierra Berger into the bench. So McDowell, Hansen, and Freed, along with Moeller and Haynes on the court. 3 freshmen for the Jays. Henningsen's second one up and good. Her 6th point of the game. Moeller to Haynes. Haynes now to McDowell for 3. He's going to be short to right. Schnormeyer rebound. Hales gets it into Henningsen, who has Haynes on her, and they're going to get Haynes on that foul. Not a great matchup there probably for Aubrey with their center.
No, and Aubrey she's got to keep herself in the game. That's a foul she can't pick up there. She's got to either just give up the layup or stay straight up there, because now she's got to come out of the game.
And Henningsen's still going to get her 2 at the line.
Yeah. And now she'll be saddled there the rest of the half with 3 fouls. Coach Obley will not likely be able to bring her back in.
Henningsen with 4 straight free throws. Lydia Martin into the game. Schnormeyer with the steal. Cross court to Patel, not able to make it cleanly. Finds Hales in the paint and gets the 2-point bucket. She's up to 10 now. Muller trapped, dribbles out of it, and
tie-up goes to the Blue Jays. And this is case in point. They've got to have Aubrey Haynes on the floor, because they're just going to really struggle to break this press without her ball handling.
You can already see there's a press right there, 3 players. Unfortunately, we're using the out-of-bounds marker against us, setting ourselves up against the trap, and it's been a problem so far. Muller back out at the 3-point line out top. That maybe could have been something. I don't know. That probably could have been called something on the first dribble loss. So I think she was looking to pass it to Martin, and a little miscommunication there. Rash back into the game for the Tigers. Gets it to Henningsen. Henningsen with the scoop. Out of bounds, and going to be a foul on Freed. No.
Yeah.
No, they called on Martin.
Oh, okay. But still a foul.
Still a foul, but not on Freed. This one was on Lydia Martin. She hadn't been in the foul book yet, so she's now included. Henningsen misses the free throw. And Erica Lyle going to come back in. Kaylee Hansen going to go to the bench.
Got to be maybe a prop bet on who fouls out first at this rate.
Gosh. Addison Brown and Aubrey Haynes are kind of neck and neck on that one. It really might depend on who gets to play more. McDowell with a nice pass to Lyle, and they're going to get Rash on the foul.
Yeah, and you're glad to see the foul called, but you had an easy path to the bucket there too.
You're going to get Kottman and Hales back in, Henningsen and Rash to the bench for the Tigers. Martin over to McDowell on the inbound. Comes to set screen. Muller out top, looking to get to Lyle. Drive, kick out. McDowell for a long 2 off the rim, no good. Rebound, Hales.
Unlike what Morgan Muller did there, the penetration and the kick out, just couldn't get the shot to go down.
And Martin got to the ball, and he did call the jump ball.
Yep. He's going to stay here with Gilbert.
A little conversation at the scorer's table.
I think maybe they're talking about shot clock.
Trying to decide what should that be at. I'm not going to pretend I know the shot clock rules well enough to know that, but it's at 25. Kottman, pump fake, drive, tough angle, goes to the ground, no foul. Muller with the rebound. Finds Martin. And it's blocked by Schnormeyer, and they're going to get the foul. So Lydia Martin will go to the line for 2. That's the 3rd foul of the quarter for the Tigers. Blue Jays are already in the bonus on their other side. Martin's free throw no good. Second one is long, rebound by Hales. Up ahead to Sneezik, cross court Kottman.
Gilbert really does a good job putting a lot of pressure on your defense, getting the ball up the floor quickly with the pass. They don't dribble the ball up the floor very much.
Three-pointer Schnormeyer, no good. Sneezik and Patel went for it and took themselves to the ground.
A little friendly fire there.
Muller for a long two, in and out.
Yeah.
And Martin not quite able to save it. Good effort. Henningsen coming in for the Tigers. Haynes coming back in for the Jays with 3 fouls in the first half. Not so much a questioning of coach, but just more of a surprise. Maybe it's because of the amount of Hawkeye men's basketball I've seen over the years where that second foul ends you for the first half every time.
It's the Fran foul out.
Fran foul, yep. Hales for 3. It's good. That was a pretty shot. He's really feeling it tonight with 13. Haynes, good job breaking the press that time. Over to McDowell. And they're going to get Hales on the foul.
Blue Jays could get into the bonus here before the end of the half.
The Blue Jays, I think, have already exceeded their average fouls per game. Muller over to McDowell. McDowell back out to Freed. In the paint to Lyle. Lyle just took her eyes off it for a second. Hales comes away with the ball. Henningsen, pump fake, drive. And is going to be fouled by Freed, who didn't necessarily look like she was in a bad position, but might have still been moving.
This would be the 21st and 22nd free throw attempts of the half for Gilbert.
Is that her 8th, 7th and 8th for Ella?
She is now 8 of 9 from
8 of 9, okay. I know she's been to the line a lot, especially this quarter.
Yes, almost entirely this quarter. She was held in check pretty good for the first quarter.
Second one up and good. Rash and Schnormeyer are going to check in for the Tigers. Kottman and Henningsen to the bench. Blue Jays right now have Freed, Haynes, McDowell, Lyle, and Martin.
And this is one reason right here to have Aubrey Haynes in the game with 3 fouls.
All right.
The pressure.
Freed able to get it all the way ahead to Lyle. Lyle step through, left-hand lay-in.
There we go. Nice job by Erica. Good patience getting the ball into the basket.
Leaving Hales open might not have been the move, but this time it worked out. Patel gets another rebound. She's got 4 or 5 already. Trapped in the corner, and the Tigers are able to call a timeout. With 1:13 remaining in the half. Got the pep band getting up ready to play. We as we move into halftime, I'm not positive what we got during halftime, but I do know we have a new award to think about for the games now. We have a Brickhouse Fitness Protect This House award to go along with our Vision Bank. So maybe more of a defensive aspect to this. So
shot
something
blocker,
to keep an eye on. Yeah.
Shot blocker, rebounder, enforcer, screen setter.
Yep. So
loose ball, dive into the bleachers, get her. I like that.
Yeah. So thank you, Brickhouse, for jumping in to be a part of the Blue Jay Digital broadcast. Always fun to have more people involved, and we'll see what we come away with on that. I know Lyle has a block or 2 already in there, and
this is like Christmas coming late for me. This is my favorite kind of award right there.
There you go. Although we might have a completely new set of players in the second half based off foul trouble. So
you know, Addison Brown's the kind of player that could win that award on a regular basis, but she's not had enough time on the court probably to qualify for it yet. So let's see if she can keep herself out of foul trouble and let her presence be known in the second half.
Tigers for this last minute with Patel, Rash, Hales, Schnormeyer, and Sneezik. Blue Jays, they're going to get travel on Schnormeyer. Blue Jays have Haynes, Martin, Lyle, McDowell, and Claire Meislin back into the game.
Yeah, and I feel like I've seen Hales make that move 3 or 4 times where they could have called that travel, and finally got her for it.
Finley coming in to be kind of a secondary ball handler. That could have been something if you're going to call everything else under the sun. But Haynes into Lyle. Lyle up, no good. Tipped over. Hales gets the rebound. Under a minute now. She's dribbling that time, so that wasn't anything. Schnormeyer over to Patel. Schnormeyer comes around the screen, gets it out to Patel. Sneezik now baseline, corner. Good ball movement
really
from the Tigers. Movement. Rash for 3, no good. Sneezik rebound, kick out Hales. It looked awkward. Up to 15 now for Hales. Under 10 seconds. Haynes going to come across court with an opportunity to fire one up. 3, 2, 1. McDowell for 3 off the front, no good. And we're going to go into halftime. Tigers leading 38-15. We will step aside and be back for the second half. Go Jays. Welcome back, Blue Jay fans, to the second half of Raccoon River Conference action here tonight. Reminder, after the girls' game, we'll have a boys' game as well on this mega night. Right as everybody heads into the weekend as they celebrate the end of finals week.
That's always a nice relief. Take a little breather. And
do you have to take any tests while you were at school today?
Did I?
Yeah.
I had several tests today, but none involved pencil and paper or bubble sheets or anything like that.
No Scantrons for you.
Nope.
All right, well, as we look at second half starting lineups for both teams, little highlights from the first. Callie Hales with 15 for the Tigers, 11 for Ella Henningsen, mostly at the free throw line. Abby Patel with 8, Molly Schnormeyer with 4. For the Jays, Aubrey Haynes with 8. Kick out Moeller for 3, just off. Brown goes up, gets the rebound.
Blue Jays started fast in this game, got out to an early lead, and then just found themselves in foul trouble, and Gilbert kept finding themselves to the free throw line. Tigers 18 of 22 in the first half.
Henningsen up and and I see we aren't getting the relief on the heavy foul calling in the second half, as Blue Jays were called for 15 fouls in the first half, Tigers for 7. If they played, they're in foul trouble for the Blue Jays. Henningsen to the line. Continuing where she left off, Kaylee Hansen going to make a quick appearance in for Erica Lyle, as Lyle's up to 3 fouls now. Lyle, Brown, and Haynes all with 3. Freed and Bergeron with 2. Henningsen's second one up and good as well. Really effective at the free throw line. She's shooting like 74%, and she's at 90% today. Addison Brown with the bucket.
She's up to her average tonight for sure, because she is 11 of 12.
Patel lost her footing. Moeller comes away with it. Coast-to-coast layup is good.
And if you're Coach Obley right now, you're just looking for positives right now. Just what can we do defensively? Let's get some stops.
And they're going to get Schnormeyer on the charge there on the screen.
Yep, and that's not always as much the screener's fault as it is the ball handler's fault.
Nice replay there. Morgan Moeller steal and coast-to-coast lay-in. Quality work there from Garrett Von Steen down in the corner. Berggren, crossover, dumps it off to Hansen. They're going to wave off the shot and call the foul on Patel.
And as a coach, you'd really, on both sides, you want your players to learn to play through a little bit of contact. Like right there, that's probably a play that a foul doesn't have to be called unless it really impacts the shot.
Haynes, quick pass. Hansen comes away with it. Tries to get across court to Brown. Addison chased it down through the lane. Bergeron for 3. Kick out is no good. Good box in by Schnormeyer and getting the rebound. Now to Hales. Hales, nice little dump pass to Henningsen for 2. Moeller to Brown, over to Hansen. Hansen pump fake, loses it. Brown comes into it and gets the bucket. Kottman now has Haynes on her. Henningsen pump fake, spins back the other way. Hansen goes down, kick out Patel, no good. Schnormeyer doesn't get boxed out and comes in for the bucket. That's going to be a Tiger timeout. We can take this opportunity to thank our sponsor for basketball broadcast, Jeff Meisland with Principal Financial. Jeff and his team help individuals, families, and businesses with retirement planning and strategy, investments, college funding, life, long-term disability, and long-term care insurance, and other financial products and strategies. Feel free to email or call for a complimentary consultation Or if you have any questions, you can get a hold of Jeff at 515-246-4057 or meisland.jeff@principal.com. We want to thank Jeff for being a sponsor for Blue Jay Digital Broadcast and being a partner with us. Great family. They had a Meisland in the high school for over a decade probably, right?
Yes.
We're going to run out of them soon. Ball was kind of tipped away. Morgan gathered it back up, but not able to control it quickly enough. Cotman to inbound. Goes backcourt to Hales. Cotman now brings it out top over to Patel. And
that's I'm just going to say that's a bad call. That's a good defense. That's moving your feet. You're using your torso. You're not. There's no advantage gained there. It's good defense. And these guys are out here. They're not trying to get anybody. They're doing their best. But that's
I think there's got to be some flow to the game, and if every time you look at somebody, it's,
Yeah. I mean, when you have somebody squared up defensively like that, you move your feet.
Because you don't have to be stationary.
Correct.
I think that's an oftentimes confused one. They think you have to be not moving. If you're moving in good defensive position and beat them to it, that's not a foul.
Yep. Gilbert is going to be unrelenting with this press.
So they got Hales for 4. I only had her for 3, but
I think the Gilbert bench is trying to straighten that out.
Okay, now they switched it over to Schnormeyer. So her second.
And my comment about fouls, make no mistake about it, the Blue Jays are fouling, and they're fouling a lot tonight. It's just not everything has to be a foul. And a lot of times we complain as fans when fouls aren't called.
And so that's going to be out of bounds on Bergeron. She was on the line when she tied it up. I appreciate the hustle regardless.
There's no quit in this Blue Jay team. They're still working hard. They're back in their man-to-man. I think they feel that's the best way to stay aggressive. There's a travel. That's what you cause teams to do when you play good man-to-man defense, when you move your feet.
Blue Jays get it across half court to Martin. Back out to Haynes now. Morgan Muller open for 3. Going to be off. Henningsen with the rebound. She's looking to go coast to coast. Kicks it over to Hales. Now wants it back. Hales going to come around the screen. Left hand lay in. No good. Morgan Muller skying for the rebound. Schnormeyer steps in to the pass, intercepts it. And that was a clean block by Aubrey Haynes. She said, there's a Brick House Protect This House award, and I want it.
And a little shocked that there was no foul called there, and there shouldn't have been.
There shouldn't have been, but that hasn't necessarily mattered. But, yeah, great block. So you can get a timeout. Here we're going to get a replay. Think of that block. Boom. Nice shot.
So the Blue Jays, again, we've seen these home games on the girls' side where just one really, really rough quarter has kind of spelled doom, and that was the case in the second quarter. Just probably too much of a mountain to overcome, but playing it close here in the third quarter. It's a 6-6 score between the two teams here about midway through, and no give up. Listening to their coaches, they've made some adjustments against the press a little bit. They've made some adjustments with their defense, and just haven't allowed Gilbert to get on a roll like they did in that second quarter.
Also a good opportunity here for a shout out the student crew working for Blue Jay Digital. We got Libby Huff up here on the main screen. Ella Cox down there taking still pictures. Thought Reese Russell was somewhere. I don't see him at the moment, but he's probably still somewhere. And then Garrett Von Steen under the hoop with those replay shots. Great job out of them and Kyle Seidel's group of Blue Jay Digital, putting amazing products together every week. Patel drives, scoop layup, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Hales. Patel pump fake. Now Hales with it again. I think lost it, but ended up in Patel's hand. Out to Kottman. Round the world to Schnormeyer. Schnormeyer's three-pointer is no good. Kaylee Hansen with the rebound. Kind of surprised that wasn't called something too.
Yeah.
Again, it shouldn't have been. We're just being a little bit sarcastic and obnoxious at this point. Kaylee Hansen with the bucket.
Really nice job by Kaylee Hansen. Really would like to see more out of Kaylee like that in the offense, and it's a tough guard with that left hand.
Hales looking to drive on Moeller. Kicks it out. Henningsen for a long three. No good. Haynes with the rebound. And they're going to get Patel on the foul. Patel's second. Hales and Kottman to the bench. Sneezik and Rash in for the Tigers. For the Jays, Libby Weston checking in for the first time. Kaylee Hansen tips away the ball, and so Kaylee did not get fouled on her way by, but Morgan fouled the Tiger running away. So, anyway. I don't know what this means from the ref, but it's kind of funny. Tenley Freed getting ready to check in. So Libby Weston, this is her first time into the game for the Jays. Kaylee Hansen with the steal. Hesitation, no good. Berggren gets the rebound and is fouled.
Oh, they're going to send her to the free throw line. They're going to call it a shooting foul.
I'm not sure that makes sense, but... So third foul on Rash. Oh, fifth foul of the quarter. Bergen's first one, no good. So the Blue Jays are in the bonus. Freed looks to be coming in for Berggren. Second one, no good. Kaylee Hansen tries to keep it alive. Patel gets it. And Berggren's going to get called for the foul, which now will get her an opportunity to be subbed out. That is the fifth foul on the Blue Jays for the quarter, and they're in the bonus for the third consecutive quarter. Patel to the line. Patel with 8 at this point. Points, not fouls. Free throw is good. Patel is 79% free throw shooter.
And she's right about on her average, 7 for 9. If she makes this one, she'll be 8 for 10. And even I know, a former social studies teacher, that's 80%.
That's the math you can do?
Yep.
Gotcha. I'm sure your students always love the rounding from 79 to 80.
Yes.
And jump ball, I believe, coming up. 2:42 remaining in the third. Yes, this the pressure has not let up at any point. Tigers to inbound to Sneezik. Schnormeyer for a long three off the front of the rim. No good. Muller with her 6th rebound of the game. Libby Weston for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Out of bounds. Freed not able to get there. And Blue Jays are going to call a timeout with 2:26 remaining in the third. Let's see. Tomorrow, the boys varsity wrestling going down to Atlantic for a large tournament down there. Fresh Soft, I believe, JV is going to Ankeny, and then juniors and seniors are going to Des Moines North. Davenport would be a long trip. Des Moines North, so we'll have a lot of wrestlers in action tomorrow. And then on the girls' side with the Ankeny program, we should have 8 wrestlers going up to Ogden because both varsity and JV are up there. So depending on what you have going on.
We've won the Atlantic tournament the last couple years or last year?
Oh, gosh, now you're testing me. Yeah, I think the last couple years. It's an interesting tournament because you get some of the really good wrestlers from Western Iowa, which means you get smaller schools but still really good wrestlers. So it gives you some good matchups. Just depends a little bit on the weight. And, some of them ends up with 3 or 4 ranked kids in the semifinals, and then you'll have the occasional weird one that doesn't. But
it's nice to see some different faces and some different people and there's
usually a Nebraska team or two there too that's really good. Grand Island, and I'm trying to blank on who else is there, but yeah. So they do typically stream it. It's on a really odd website that it'll take me a while to remember what that even is, but it's like a community television channel. Back into third quarter action here. Freed for 3. Freed pointer.
No hesitation there from Tenley Freed.
Patel layup is no good. Libby Weston rips away the rebound. And we're going to have a foul.
That'll get Libby to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus here. This could be a long minute 40 in the third.
That foul is on Henningsen. Her first. How do you have a post player not get their foul until late in the third? So Libby Weston to the line. First one's going to be a little long. Claire Meisland going to check in for Morgan Muller. Kottman and Hales in for Schnormeyer and Patel. It looks like Finley McDowell was looking to check in for Libby Weston after she makes this free throw. Weston free throw up and good.
You're like a soothsayer, Patrick.
Hey, you just talk it into existence. Libby's got a good shot. She just doesn't spend enough time at the free throw line. So she's used to shooting threes. That first one was just too long, but I knew the second one she was going to bring it into the right distance. Oh, nice pass over to Henningsen. Katie Sneezik with a beautiful dump off. Haynes with the ball. To Freed. Tried to get it into Hansen. Tipped away. Back out to Freed. Freed for 3. Freed pointer again.
Get that girl to rock.
Sneezik Drives, right hand, no good. Henningsen rebound. That's going to be on Tenley. Third foul on Tenley. Henningsen to the line for, is this 15 and 16?
13-14.
13-14, all right. She missed just one?
She's missed just one. She's got to be closing in on a school record or...
I mean, pretty soon we're going to have to start charging her rent at the free throw line as much as she's been there.
And she's just got a really nice looking stroke. Good shot.
Schnormeyer going to come in. Henningsen to the bench.
74% on the year, but she's well ahead of 90 tonight.
Haynes to Hansen. Picks it back up.
See if we can run something for Tenley and get her another three.
McDowell. Oop. Maybe the wrong hand to get it to on Hansen. Rash steals that one away. Gets it to Sneezek. Sneezek, right hand layup, good, and a foul on Meisland. That is Claire's first foul. Sneezek's first points of the game. She will try to turn it into the old-fashioned three-point play. And not able to. Freed with the rebound. 20 seconds. Haynes for three, going to be off the front of the rim. No good. Meisland diving for the loose ball. They're going to go with the jump. With 12 seconds left, Blue Jays will be under their own basket. Hansen with the quick pull-up, no good. Rebound, Kottman. Hales. Left-hand shot up and no good. Hansen with the rebound, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Blue Jays trailing 30-52.
But a nice job by the Blue Jays there, especially offensively. They got some things going there. Tenley Freed with the hot hand, hitting a couple of threes in that quarter. Addison Brown got a couple of quick early buckets. And they matched their first half output with 15 points in that quarter, outscored the Tigers. So again, you know, as a coaching staff, you're down 23 at half. You know, what do you want to see from your team? You want to see some fight. You want to see that they haven't given up, and you want to see that they can adjust to some things that you didn't do so well in the first half. They handled the press better in that third quarter. They rebounded better, and I don't know if we fouled less, but maybe not just quite so frequently.
I don't know. We still got called for 7.
Okay.
So it's right in there with the range of the other quarters.
You're not supposed to tell me I'm wrong.
Well, we're up to 22 fouls in the game, so we're almost double our average.
Yeah.
When we were talking about trying to get, double our averages, we were looking for some other stats besides that. Rash, with a good inbound play, gets the bucket. Her first points of the game.
This is a good Gilbert team. A lot of girls handle the ball really well. They are a good passing team.
I believe they're ranked number 11. Coming off wins against ADM and Ballard. Before Christmas, they lost to Carlisle, who's also ranked. Raccoon River Conference has quite a few ranked teams again. Yeah, it's pretty standard in every sport, really.
Never an easy night.
Mueller with a nice pass to Bergeron,
nice
laying good.
Nice pass, nice finish by Bergeron.
Good cut. Rash looking to use her speed and gets the roll. That's on Moeller. That is her third. Nice replay of Moeller's pass to Bergeron. Sneezik and Hales to the bench. Patel and Henningsen back in. So Patel, Henningsen, Rash, Kottman, and Schnormeyer for the Tigers. Free throw up, no good. Rebound, Erica Lyle. Bergeron creeps up to the corner. Kind of caught in no man's land. Finds Addison Brown. Back out to Bergeron. Bergeron, baseline, layup. No good. Lyle, rebound. Left hand up and no good. Bergeron this time. Rebound good.
That's just great fight right there out of those two and keeping that ball alive. Gilbert's going to take a timeout. Maybe a little chewing for giving up some offensive rebounds. That appears to be what it is.
22-point lead at this point. Reminder, this is a mega night. We will have boys action after this, and we'll wrap up this game with a Brickhouse Fitness Protect This House Defensive Player of the Game and then a Vision Bank Player of the Game. Appreciate those organizations joining Jeff Meislin in the sponsoring of Blue Jay Digital basketball broadcasts. See, our cheerleaders are throwing out some shirts here. It always makes it a little more fun for the crowd.
I bet none of them have the arm to get one up to us, Patrick.
No, they probably don't have the right size for us either. But I'm going to make the wild guess that maybe those shirts came from the Bondurant Farrar Athletic Booster Club, which is a great organization here that does a lot for our different teams. They supply uniforms and equipment and all kinds of great things. Great opportunity for you to help get involved with the school here, as the Athletic Boosters has some key positions turning over and really could use some new volunteers as well. And it's actually a pretty fun group if you just like to hang out and be around athletics. So Schnormeyer with the bucket. You can find out more by either talking to any member on the board, or there's a Facebook page for Bondurant for our Athletic Booster Club. Meetings are Wednesday nights at 6. Not every Wednesday, but typically that's where they are here in the school. Pass just a little outside of Tierra's reach. Going to be a Tiger ball. Schnormeyer, Rash, Henningsen, Patel, and Kottman for the Tigers. Muller, Haynes, Bergeron, Lyle, and Brown on the court for the Blue Jays. Rash off her knee. Going to go Blue Jay ball. Bergeron into Muller. Immediately double teamed, and they're going to get the foul on Rash. Her fourth foul.
They're going to keep that press on too.
Muller gets it over to Haynes. Up to Bergeron. So a little outside of where you wanted that, and Kottman goes down hard. Foul on Haynes. It's going to be the fourth foul on Haynes. Kottman already had a brace on that knee.
Yeah.
I think maybe she had missed a few games at the beginning of the year because of it.
I hope she can shake that off.
It's like Hales is going to come in for her. McDowell going to come in for Haynes. Got a couple of the Tiger players trying to have a little enthusiasm in their team huddle. Schnormeyer and Henningsen.
Kottman was almost a 11.5 point per game scorer last year, so obviously she's going through a knee injury situation that's kind of kept her down a little bit this year, kept her average under 10. Some nice newcomers on this team as well. So
Hales hits the first free throw, second one up and good as well. And really have just been tremendous at the free throw line. I mean, are they 85, 90% tonight?
Well, I can give you those numbers here just a second.
And it looks like maybe the Tigers have pulled the pressure off now, up 26 under the 6-minute mark. Berggren drive, right hand up and good.
Tigers are 26 of 32 tonight thus far.
So 80%?
81%.
Lyle picks up the loose ball and gets it in the bucket. McDowell tips that one away. Moeller gets it. Ahead to Brown. Brown out to McDowell. Back into Brown. On the baseline. Berggren hesitates. And they're going to get a foul on Schnormeyer. Aubrey Haynes going to check back in. Berggren to the bench. We've done a very good job of diversifying the fouls, so actually nobody's fouled out yet. For those of you that are, investment people, diversification is important. Addison Brown with 2. If you need help with that, Jeff Meislin, our sponsor, can help you with a diversified portfolio. Hales for 3, in and out. Henningsen rebound, knocked away by Brown. Loose ball, all the way back out top to Hales. Rash to Schnormeyer. Schnormeyer for 3 is good. Gets her 11 on the game. McDowell back into Moeller, tipped away. Addison Brown comes away with it and is fouled on the shot. No good.
And the official from the baseline saying it wasn't a shot.
Right. Schnormeyer is going to be her 4th foul. Rash to the bench, Sneezik in for the Tigers. Lyle to the bench, Hansen in for the Jays. Haynes to Moeller. Moeller into Hansen. Haynes pulls it back out into Addison Brown. Left hand up just a little too hard. Not quite able to secure the own rebound. Hales comes away with it. Ahead to Schnormeyer. Schnormeyer, 3-pointer up and good. Ten points in the half for her. Moeller step through left hand up and good.
Nice job by Morgan.
Schnormeyer Hales crossover. Out to Patel. Patel looking to get to the bucket and does. Brown made the decision to stay in the game because if she would have continued trying to beat her to the defensive spot, she would have got her 5th foul. Brown through the lane is fouled on her way to the bucket. She'll go to the line for 2. That foul is on Patel. That is her 3rd. Both teams looking to make quite a few substitutions. Addison Brown will go to the line, and they'll make the substitutions in between. First one up is no good. Claire Meisling going to come in for Aubrey Haynes. Henningsen, Patel, and Schnormeyer to the bench for the Tigers. Number 22, Kaylee Kincaid coming in for the first time. Brown, second one up and good. 23, Kaylin Richards. in the game, and number 11, Abigail Thompson, back into the game for the Tigers. For the Jays, Addison Brown to the bench. Tenley Freed coming in. Sneezik Thompson. Thompson to Richards. Back over to Hales. Hales crossover in the paint. Kick out Thompson. And we are going to get Thompson to the line for 2. Foul on Freed. That is her 4th. Thompson first time at the line, looking to get her first points of the game. First free throw, no good. Number 5, Kennedy Hansen coming in for the Tigers. Callie Hale's going to check out with 17. For the Blue Jays, Morgan Muller to the bench. Thompson's second one up is good. Haynes to Freed. Kind of an in-between pass there. Taken away by Thompson. Shot from Kincaid, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Hansen, where she travels on the pass out. Addison Brown going to come back in for Claire Meislin. And Sneezik going to the bench. Izzy Taronis in for the first time for the Tigers. We'll say that last name a time or two in the boys' game. Nearing the 2-minute mark of the game. Haynes out to Freed. Over to Brown. Brown for 3. It's good. We don't see her at the three-point line very often. She's got 10 points in the half, up to 12 on the game. Dronis to Hansen. Hansen to Kincaid. Kincaid drives, gets cut off by Hansen. Kincaid back into the lane. We are going to have a foul on Kaylee Hansen. Her second. Lydia Martin going to come in. Finley McDowell to the bench. Tigers to inbound. Next foul for either team will be in the bonus. Taronis for 3, in and out. Loose ball into the hands of Richards, who throws it up and is fouled. And that's going to be 5 on Aubrey Haynes. And it looks like Maddie Martin going to check in for the first time. High free throw, no good for Richards. Claire Meislin going to check in. Libby Weston coming in as well. Tenley Freed and Kaylee Hansen to the bench. Richards, second free throw up. No good. Rebound, Taronis. Taronis into the paint. Bucket up and no good. Addison Brown rebound. Out to Weston. Lydia Martin now with it. Crossover to Meislin. Oh, back over to Weston. Weston for 3. It's good. Thompson kicks it out. That's a three-pointer for Kaylee Kincaid. Weston to Brown, under a minute now. Over to Lydia Martin. Lydia Martin for 3 is going to be off the rim. Rebound, Addison Brown. Brown up with the right hand, no good. Rebound, Maddie Martin. around the outside with it. Brown with it again. Kick out. Martin for three off the front. No good. Gets her own rebound and is fouled. She'll go to the line for two. That foul is on Kaylin Richards, her first. Martin, first one, no good. Kenzie Trusty coming in. Addison Brown to the bench. Addison finishes with 12. Martin's second one up and good. Tigers can hold for the last shot. Oh. Meisland kind of got trucked on that one. I think they called a charge, maybe.
But if it is, it's player control, and there's no free throws.
That foul is on Kennedy Hansen. That'll be her first.
Moving screen. So
moving screen, okay. So Meisland will go to the line for free throws. First one up and good for Claire. Meisland hits them both. Pump fake three-pointer from Thompson's going to be short. Rebound put back by Kaylee Kincaid for one last bucket, making the final 74-52. So still kind of ended up with just that one bad quarter, but
yeah, and I think Coach Obley can take this and her staff into next week and build some positives out of it for the second half performance that they had. They played very close with a really good Gilbert team. There's still a lot of things to improve upon, and you want to make your most improvement as a team here in the back half of January, and hopefully there'll be some better results next week.
Bluejays leading scorer Addison Brown, 12 points, 4 rebounds. Aubrey Haynes with 8 points, 1 rebound. 7 points for Tenley Freed with a couple rebounds. 6 for Berggren with 2 rebounds. 4 points for Mueller, 4 points for Weston, 4 points for Kaylee Hansen, 4 points for Erica Lyle. So you got a lot of different directions you can go with a lot of things here. I'm gonna let you go. Brickhouse Fitness, protect this house player of the game. I think there's a few key blocks maybe that come into play, but overall, just what's your thoughts here?
Well, I'm going to talk about one player that actually stayed out of foul trouble, stayed on the floor, and they're always they're always in the middle of everything, and that's Lydia Martin. She's just a scrappy player. She never gives up on a rebound, a loose ball, and she managed to keep herself on the court a lot tonight when she was most needed due to foul trouble. So I'm going to go with the protect this house, Brick House player of the game to Lydia Martin.
All right, so Brickhouse Fitness, if you need to get in shape with the New Year resolution or just stay in shape year-round, Brickhouse has plenty of options here for you. And we'll pick up basketball in the mornings if you're an old man on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just throwing that out there. Also, a Vision Bank player of the game. You know, we have a very diverse scoring, but I think while she was in the game, Addison Brown with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and they all out hustle all the time, and we really she's always a key part of scoring for this team, and so I think for me that's where the Vision Bank player of the game goes on this one is Addison Brown. So Vision Bank, see what we can do for you. For the Blue Jays, it was the wrong end of this one, but we'll be back for boys action in about 15 minutes. So go Jays.
Go Jays.
right, welcome back, Blue Jay fans, to boys varsity action between the visiting Gilbert Tigers and your Bondurant for our Blue Jays. Tigers coming in 6-2 overall, 5-1 in conference. Blue Jays 4-4 overall, 4-3 in conference. It's been kind of a crazy conference altogether.
Yeah.
Just a really, really high-end basketball. Any given night. Hudson McConnell and Cole Miller have been your Blue Jay leaders, averaging 18 for McConnell and Miller with 10 and 7 boards and 5 assists. He's just a little bit of everything. What are you looking for tonight in this boys game?
Well, I think what you said is in this conference, you're just going to see a good opponent night in, night out. When you have the home court advantage, it makes a huge difference. We got a big crowd here tonight. I think Cole's scoring average is a little misleading. I think he's probably a 14, 15-point guy, truth be known. He's had a couple of games, a little uncharacteristic for him, a little slow start to the season with some injury issues. If he can get this team going tonight, pushing the ball up the floor, he's going to have a good opponent in William Toronis, the Gilbert point guard. It'll be a good matchup between those two, but I think in the end, if Cole can get the advantage in that matchup, it'll be a good sign for the Blue Jays.
Yeah. As we look for the starting lineups, first for the Tigers, junior guard number 0, Billy Toronis. Junior guard number 1, Preston Stensland. Junior guard number 4, Gabe Fierce. Senior guard number 10, Connor Rash. And senior forward number 23, Brody Haig. For your Blue Jays, at forward, senior number 11, Jersey Simonson. At forward, sophomore number 15, Drake Falsgraf. Forward, senior number 20, Hudson McConnell. Guard, senior number 25, Cole Miller. And guard, senior number 42, Ryder Miller, although I'm skeptical that guard is the right term to use for him, regardless of what they put on varsity bound. Tigers will be without Will Hawthorne, one of their starting center. Iowa State football commit is at a football All-American game, so he will not be a part of this game.
And that's a big development. I mean, he is a physical force on the inside. Of course, his older sister plays for the Drake women's team, and him not being on the floor, somebody's going to have to pick up the slack for Gilbert.
I mean, anytime you take a D1 athlete off a team, regardless of sport, it makes a difference. So Blue Jays will look to right the ship. They had a tough loss on Tuesday that we won't talk much about, but hopefully we'll fire this up. I see KCCI's in the house, so. Got those darn fans in front of us always trying to cause a ruckus.
We're getting heckled.
I don't think he was heckling us as much as maybe a certain group on the court. But. Hudson McConnell and Brody Haig for the jump. The officials practicing his jump ball. And we are ready to go here in Bondurant. Haig comes away with the opening tip. Back to Toronis.
Blue Jays in a 2-3 zone.
Rash back to Toronis now. Up to Stensland. Working around the outside. Rash to Stensland. Stensland, your leading scorer at 70 points a game, but Toronis opens it up with a 3.
A little unusual to see a Coach Travis Evans team open in a 2-3 zone.
Ryder Miller with it in the paint. Out top, Cole. Hudson McConnell has Stensland on him. Falsgraf now in the paint. Right hand up is no good. Rebound, Rash.
Gilbert came out in a man-to-man.
Toronis out to Stensland. Stensland for 3 off the rim. No good. Falsgraf tip. Miller with the rebound. Should say Cole Miller. We got to use the last name with him. Cole with the buck. No good. Toronis rebound to Haig. Haig with the reverse lay-in, good. Good job by Pfalzgraf just staying up and vertical, contesting the shot. Haig just was able to finish it. Simonson at the free throw line to Pfalzgraf. Gets to that left hand up, and he is fouled by Haig.
Good job by Drake Pfalzgraf. You know, that's a thing that a young post player, it takes a long time just to get that feel for timing, slowing yourself down, but Drake did a really nice job there with the shot fake, get his opponent in the air, and then draw the foul.
Pfalzgraf first free throw up and good. Second one up and good as well.
Nice touch from the line.
Haig back to Turonis. Rash to Haig in the corner. McConnell on him. Haig step right up and no good. Pfalzgraf rebound. McConnell gets it over to Miller. Ryder Miller now out top. Back to McConnell. McConnell for three off the front of the rim. No good. Haig able to get the rebound. Pushing ahead. Right hand lay in good.
Yeah, that's just too easy. And Coach Evans will not care for that parting of the Red Sea there.
Miller into Simonson. Simonson with the good finish. Turonis, kick out Rash. Rash with the pump fake up and banks it in. Cole Miller with it. To Ryder. Tipped away by Fierce. Pfalzgraf at the free throw line. Over to Ryder Miller. Ryder is going to get called for the charge.
Ryder gives himself a little tug on the jersey, acknowledging that probably could have come in there with under a little more control.
Checking in for the Tigers, Ian Eldred, number 11. Fierce to the bench. Stensland. Eldred went to the ground. I'm not sure what happened there, but I think he was safe. Turonis to Rash. Rash coming around. Out to Stensland now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Turonis comes all the way around. 4-3. Haig shot with the time expiring and gets the three-pointer.
That's a little demoralizing from the defensive standpoint. You do such a good job for 33, 34 seconds. Now, those would have been fouls in the girls' game.
And it's the same officials. So a little bit ironic that McConnell, good job avoiding the charge. Simonson rebound. Up high to Pfalzgraf. That also would have been a foul. Eldred, kick out. Stensland, cross-court Rash. And he was on line.
Yeah. Gilbert playing like the proverbial hair on fire there. They were just playing a little fast and out of control. They've gotten off to a good offensive start, up 12-4 here.
So Boone Albright coming in, as did Jasper Wilson. Blue Jay Digital's own Jasper Wilson. Ryder Miller and Jersey Simonson to the bench. Checking in for the Tigers, number 50, Trent Wesselman. Albright to McConnell. McConnell into the paint, right hand up, no good. Stensland rebound. Contest by Wilson was pretty solid on from the backside. Haig's able to get the rebound though. And Wesselman Misses the shot. Falsgraf one-hands the rebound while holding off the defender. Miller into the paint, knocked away by Toronis. Ahead to Stensland. Tipped away, and that's going to be off Gilbert.
Whew. I'd be exhausted if I was on the floor right now. I'd be exhausted. I'd be doubly exhausted. How's that?
Hagen Toronis to the bench. Fierce back in. So Fierce joins Eldred, Stensland, Rash, and Wesselman. For the Blue Jays, we have Wilson, McConnell, Simonson, Albright, and Cole Miller. Jasper posts up, low pass, tried to kick it back out to Albright. They're going to say it was off of a Tiger, deflected. The Blue Jays will inbound from the side. Throws it into the backcourt for Cole. Albright to McConnell. McConnell to Simonson. Simonson for three. Just off. McConnell rebound. Turns up and good.
Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing.
I have a hard time believing these are the same officials that officiated the women's game. Rash for three. It's good.
Gilbert does not typically, other than one possession we saw, use very much of the shot clock.
McConnell out top with it. Has Stensland on him. Drops it off to Albright. To Jasper Wilson. Cole Miller with it. Crossover. Free throw line. Fade off the rim. No good. Wesselman gets the rebound. Drops it off to Rash. Rash coming across court. Dumps it off Stensland. Back to Rash in the corner. Stensland picks it up. Gets it into Wesselman. Jasper Wilson does a good job playing defense there, forcing him to take a tough shot. Albright dumps it off. Wilson for two.
Nice job by Boone. Distributing to his teammate Jasper there.
Stensland, free throw line, turn, fade, air ball. Blue Jay ball. Falsgraf coming in. Wilson going to the bench. Haig and Toronis in. Stensland and Eldred to the bench.
Like I said, Gilbert does not waste any time getting a shot up. It was 8 seconds into the 35-second shot clock on that last possession. Let's see if Coach Evans slows it down, maybe runs an offensive set. Gets Hudson McConnell involved here.
Falsgraf. Albright. Simonson drives into Falsgraf. And I'm going to say knocked out by the Tigers. There'll be 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
No argument there from Wesselman.
No. Albright to inbound. Out top to Miller. To Albright in the corner. Back out to Miller. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Miller drives up and is fouled. He'll go to the line for two. That looks like it's going to be on Wesselman. That'll be his first foul. Cole to the line for two. First one up and out. Stensland going to check in. Wesselman to the bench. Max Simmons going to make his first appearance. Maybe. Not quite yet. Must be coming in for Cole. Cole's second one is no good also. Fierce with the rebound. 24 seconds remaining, so shot clock is off. Toronis has it on the logo. Over to Stensland. 10 seconds now. Rash throws it into the backcourt. Miller beats him to it, and it is off Miller's shoe. Simmons in, Miller to the bench. 3.2 seconds.
And you want to get Gilbert going away from their basket here, not towards their basket, preferably.
Rash to Stensland. Stensland gets it and gets the lay-in. Oh, man. Not exactly what you were looking to draw up there.
No.
But, things don't always go the way you need, but that's why you need a good financial planner here. And so let's talk about our sponsor, Jeff Meisland with Principal Financial. Jeff and his team help individuals, families, and businesses with retirement planning and strategy, investments, college funding, life, long-term disability, and long-term care insurance, and other financial products and strategies. Feel free to email or call for a complimentary consultation, or if you have any questions, 515-246-4057, or email at meisland.jeff@principal.com, and he will help you avoid some of those pitfalls.
Well, one thing I can tell you right now as a former coach, and it's been a while, Coach Evans is, I guarantee, addressing a little bit of body language right now because it just doesn't seem like the Blue Jays are playing with positive body language. Maybe they're still kind of shaking off those ill effects of Tuesday night, which you said shall remain untalked about. But right now they're just not they don't appear to be mentally into the game like you would typically see a Blue Jay team here on their own home court with a great home crowd against a great opponent. So if they don't get it turned around quick, they're going to get into a deficit that's going to be really hard to get out of. They're still on this game. They're going to have to make some positive things happen here shortly.
Blue Jays will start the quarter with Ryder Miller, Simmons, Albright, Faltzgraff, and McConnell on the court. Tigers will start with their starting lineup. Simmons into Faltzgraff. To Ryder Miller in the paint. No good. Rash is blocked by Albright. Albright is not the one that hit the backboard, but he's the one that blocked it. Rash is holding his elbow. He kind of went down on that one. Ryder Miller at the free throw line.
Gilbert's really working hard in their man-to-man defense.
Faltzgraff, wrap around McConnell. McConnell with the lay-in.
Good find by Drake.
Way better passer than his dad.
Well, you have to have pass in your vocabulary.
Toronis for two. He's on the road visiting the older brother, so he needs the extra heckling while he can hear it.
Watching the Cougs up in Sioux Falls.
Albright to McConnell. McConnell, step through right hand is good.
Really nice job by Hudson. Like to see him working a little more out of the post.
Oh. Thought Ryder had the pick there. They're going to get called for the foul instead. You get the replay of that nice shot from McConnell. Quality work from the Blue Jay Digital team. It's going to be a second foul on Ryder Miller. Simonson back into the game, and Cole Miller. Albright and Ryder Miller to the bench. Rash going to go to the bench for the Tigers. Eldred in for him. Just kind of looking at his elbow, seeing if it's swollen, it looks like. Haig, doubled by Faltzgraff. Eldred in the corner for three is no good. Cole Miller goes up for the rebound, pushing it ahead. McConnell for three, off the rim, no good. Fierce chases it down. Toronis at the free throw line. Now to Stensland. Simonson on him. Over to Eldred. Fierce now with it. Out to Stensland open. Stensland's bucket is no good off the top of the backboard, not the out of bounds. Cole Miller able to go get that rebound. McConnell lost his footing, went down hard. Turonis up with the bucket. He's up to 7 now. We're going to get a timeout. Right now, the Tigers are just kind of out hustling.
Yeah, they're just kind of getting what they want in transition. They're really a gritty bunch in the half court defensively, and they're making it tough for the Blue Jays. They're turning their defense quickly into offense. Like I said, they don't waste much time getting shots up, and they just kind of seem to be, the eye test says they're more mentally into the game.
Typically, you don't get faster by taking a state sprinter off the field or court, but
yeah,
they're playing pretty darn fast. Wesselman back in for the Tigers. Brett McDowell going to make his first appearance for the Blue Jays. So McDowell, Cole Miller, Simonson, McConnell, and Falsgraf versus Wesselman, Stensland, Eldred, Turonis, and Haig. Falsgraf over to the left-hand lay-in, good. Good job setting that up. Going right hand to the middle of the paint. Turonis, no good on that. Fans wanted a little bit of a charge, push off.
Yeah, it looked like a shoulder dip.
And Miller maybe gets a little bailed out on that one. Foul is on Turonis, his first. So Miller to the line for 2. Hits the first. Rash coming in, Haig to the bench for the Tigers. And Miller hits them both.
Yeah. Blue Jays have cut into that, what was a 9-point deficit, back down to 5, 21-16.
Stensland through the lane, no good. Falsgraf rebound. Blue Jays pushing ahead. McConnell at the bucket too.
Yeah, nice job by Brett McDowell with the early out there to Hudson and let him work in the full court.
Stensland, the Eldred. Eldred looking to get around McDowell. Falsgraf gets the rebound. McConnell now one-on-one. Rash gets to the ball and comes back in to give him the foul. Nice replay here. Hudson finishing at the bucket after that McConnell pass. Turonis' second foul. McConnell the line for 2. First one up and no good. Haig and Fierce in, Stensland and Wesselman out. McConnell's second one pending. And gets that one to go. We're going to get a Tiger timeout with 3:59 remaining in the second.
Yeah, Blue Jays have cut it to 2 and have kind of answered the bell a little bit. Maybe got a whiff of the smelling salts a little bit and have gotten themselves back into this game and kind of about where we would have expected it to be.
Yeah, projected to be a very close game for those of you that love BC more. I know that's about the best option for theoretical lines in high school sports in Iowa, and this was basically a push or a half pointer, and so expected to be a good game and getting into that range now. Pep band in the house tonight.
That makes for a real home basketball environment when you got the pep band.
Our band just keeps growing. There's like over a seventh of the school, I think, is in band, and it seems like an amazingly large number to me.
Yeah.
So props to the music department, all the fine arts as well. Really just a rock-solid group of fine arts programs here at Bondurant.
A juggernaut.
You got some state-level art with Mr. Vandehar and Go Lightly's classes, and
solid speech program.
Marching band competing with the biggest schools in the state now as we've gotten larger and putting up good numbers. So just a lot to celebrate here.
See what Gilbert runs out of.
Eldred comes around the screen but not able to finish. McConnell gets the rebound.
And unlike the girls' game, there's a lot of contact around the basket, so you better be ready to finish around the basket.
So this foul is going to be on number 4, Fierce. He held up that fist for a long time like he was going to call it on Taronis, which would have been his third, but it's not. It's on Fierce. Stensland in. Eldred to the bench.
You have 2, Taronis with 2. The board has him with 1. I don't know.
I thought they had him for 2, but I thought they were back-to-back consecutive.
Yeah.
Entry pass to Falsgraf, gets it back out to McConnell. McConnell back into Falsgraf. Falsgraf right hand off the backboard.
Solid 2-man game there. Falsgraf and McConnell working well together.
Oh, so they got 1 on the board for Rash that I don't have. Haig for 3.
Haig leading the way, getting into double figures now with 10. Answered a pretty significant Blue Jay run there, about a 10-2 run.
McDowell out to McConnell. McConnell now into the paint. Going to be short on the shot. Stensland, good job boxing out. Simonson tried to save it, but apparently was on the line.
Yep.
Wesselman coming in, Fierce to the bench. Yeah, so they have Rash with 1 foul, and I didn't have any. So I'm guessing they called a 10, and I saw a 0 from the one hand. So Stensland working around that Wesselman screen. Tried to get into Haig, but McConnell's able to knock that one away. Haig for 3, no good. Tipped high. Wesselman gets the rebound to Rash. Into the corner for Stensland. Stensland for 3.
And just like that, Gilbert answers with a quick 6-0 run after the Blue Jays had tied it up.
Miller to Simonson. Does the flyby and gets the 2.
Good find by Cole. Pretty crucial 2 minutes here getting into half. See if the Blue Jays can kind of keep it right here, maybe get themselves back into a tie situation, or best case scenario, grab a lead.
Rash up for 2, gets the roll. Shooting at a very high percentage right now, the Tigers are. Dowell to McConnell. Back out to Cole Miller. 1.5 left. Simonson tracks that one down. McConnell step through, right hand finish.
Hudson gets himself into double figures. First Blue Jay with 11 now.
Taronis quick pull up, no good. McConnell rebound and that
got
looked like a lot of contact.
And had a handprint on his jersey right there, and hopefully he doesn't need to get his back adjusted tomorrow.
I feel like I need it just from watching it. McDowell for 3, off the rim, no good. Rash gets the rebound.
Good look out of the offense.
Rash spin, right hand up, and good finish from Connor Rash.
Oops, thought they had the score wrong there.
Miller into the paint, not able to finish, gets his own rebound. Hits McConnell with the backdoor cut.
I think that boy has eyes in the back of his head.
Very little difference between the shot clock and the game clock for the second quarter.
Yeah,
so
it just seems unusual that Gilbert hasn't gotten a shot up yet this early in the shot clock.
Then one other time, they held it all the way through. And that resulted in Haig in the corner three. Stensland dump off Wesselman. Wesselman not able to finish. They're going to get McDowell on the foul. Not necessarily a bad one.
Not a bad foul at all. Just a poor defensive rotation there off the dribble drive. The switching, the rotation just wasn't what it needed to be. But put Wesselman to the line and see if he can. If he only makes one, that's you kind of are money ahead.
That looked like a really nice shot from Trent Wesselman for a 57% free throw shooter. Rash to the bench. Eldred in. Albright in. McDowell to the bench. Wesselman, second one. Up. And hits them both. And he's going to go to the bench, and we're going to get Ashton Fergan in for this last 7.1. Simonson gets it to Miller and is fouled by Toronis.
And not a bad foul other than that's 2 for Toronis, and he's going to have to come out of the game. And
Fierce going to come in for him. So Simonson will inbound from the side. Thought he was going to hit Miller streak and ends up with McConnell. McConnell coming across court. And they're going to get Stensland on a late whistle. Bailout because that wasn't necessarily McConnell's best shot.
Complete bailout, and Stensland not in agreement. I may not be in agreement either, but looked like
we'll just add that to the list.
Looked like Stensland's teammates were keeping him from saying something that would have earned the Blue Jays a couple more free throws.
Rash going to come in for Stensland, and they're going to get Stensland off the court just to double down on making sure he doesn't say anything. Smart coaching decision. And only hits one of them, and that's going to bring us to the end of the half. Blue Jays trailing 28-33. We will step aside for halftime and be back for the second half. Go Jays.
Aubrey Warslow. Congratulations to all who for Bluejay basketball club 10,000 shot club members. Let's give them all one big round of applause.
Welcome back, Blue Jay fans, to the second half action here in Bondurant, Iowa, between the visiting Gilbert Tigers and your Blue Jays. Blue Jays trailing 28-33 at the half. Was also told, game of importance here. The Cougars are up 36-31 over the Minot Beavers.
Minot is always a tough out.
Finding it on a map also.
It's North Dakota. North, heavy on the north. Minot, I don't think, is quite as far north as Bow Bells. Bow Bells, home of former Hawkeye 7-foot center Les Jepson. You remember Les Jepson?
I do remember Les Jepson. I believe he came to Comanche as one of those farewell tours that they used to do.
Yeah. Oh. Tigers are going to start with the ball. They made 5 3-point shots in the first half to none for the Blue Jays. So that's one stat to keep an eye on. Blue Jays did get to the free throw line more.
Stensland does a good job finding an opening there.
Blue Jays were 6 of 10 from the line in the first half. Gilbert just got there twice and made both.
Both teams with starting lineups in here. Ryder Miller picked up a couple fouls early and didn't get a whole lot of action back in there. Cole Miller pull-up free throw, banks it in.
That's Cole's first field goal of the game, and just had a couple of free throws in the first half. Like to see him get going a little bit. Doesn't have to be with scoring, but usually when he's got the ball in his hands, he's scoring. He's making assists for other players.
Rash for 3. I think while he had to miss football season, he spent a lot of time pulling up from 3 and rehabbing that knee. Falsgraf in the paint, left hand, good strong finish.
Nice job for Drake. He's got 8. Had a really nice first half.
Haig to Toronis. Back out to Haig. Pierce comes around the screen. Back to Haig for 3. That one's off to the left. Cole Miller gets the rebound. Miller drives in. Right hand up and finish.
That's the Cole Miller we got to see. He's just such a catalyst for this team. Everybody just kind of feeds off of him. His energy, his effort.
Haig now working on Ryder. You can finish talking up Cole. I don't want to cut you off there.
No, he just has a little more focused, determined look on his face right now.
Miller for 3, off the rim, no good. Simonson up with the rebound, blocked from behind by Rash, staying with the Blue Jays. Simonson looking like a volleyball player going up to get that rebound. Ryder Miller to inbound. To McConnell. McConnell pulls it back out. Into Falsgraf. Hits Miller, cutting off Fierce's hand. Stensland now driving. And gets a good angle to finish there from Preston Stensland. Falsgraf with it. Double teamed. Kick out, Ryder Miller. Ryder drives. And he's going to get a foul on Gabe Fierce called. His second. Eldred coming in, Fierce to the bench. Blue Jays to inbound. Cole Miller with it to McConnell. Tough bounce pass. Gets it back to Cole Miller. And they call a double dribble. Cole thought he was still trying to gather it on the first one, and they called that as being a dribble. Coach Evans has some questions for the official. We would never question officials up here.
No.
Rash, long 2. And, Falsgraf with a good takedown.
I'm not sure Falsgrafs are wrestlers, though.
No, but I'm not going to give him credit for a tackle because he didn't go out for football. So if he goes out for football, I'll call it a tackle.
Give him the tackle.
Yep.
Unassisted. Full sack, not the half sack.
Ryder Miller's going to get called for the foul, riding Haig through the lane. That'll be his third. Boone Albright going to come in for Ryder. So Albright, Falsgraf, Simonson, Cole, Miller, and McConnell on the court. Eldred, Turonis, Rash, Stensland, and Haig. And Simonson gets called for a tough one there as he was.
Yeah, I just
steps in with the lower leg. Is
that I don't feel like he stayed vertical like you said. I think he just moved kind of got his hips underneath him a little bit and kept moving.
Simonson staying tight on Haig there.
To Jersey's credit, he's become a much more physical defender here in the last year. I mean, he's really improved on that end of the floor as Gilbert misses there.
Falsgraf with a good contest on that one on the other end of the court, making a tough angle.
Yeah, Cole with just a little too much mustard on that pass. Hudson couldn't handle that.
Wesselman coming in. Haig going to go to the bench.
Gilbert's just done a nice job of keeping the Blue Jays from getting on that 8-0, 10-2 kind of run. Had a little bit of a run there, middle of the second quarter, but just has had an answer for everything so far.
Boone Albright knocks that ball away from Eldred. Cole's getting ridden down the court. Miller now drives up, right hand with the finish.
There's that determined Cole Miller. We like that version of him the best.
Turonis trying to use that Wesselman screen. Pull up two is going to be short. Simonson with the rebound, and Eldred is flabbergasted by the fact that he just fouled him. Jasper Wilson coming in. Simonson going to get a little breather on the bench. He's been working real hard.
This crowd has stayed intact. It's a good crowd here tonight. It's the Blue Jay basketball night.
Yeah, sometimes when you get the youth events and things like that, you lose people at halftime. But we stayed pretty solid here as the cheer squad took that one off of the head. Hopefully Caitlin's okay. Normally when somebody has a ball coming at her, she's got soccer goalie gloves on, but she does not at this point.
We've got tough cheerleaders.
Good finish there from Rash.
Yeah, really nice play by Rash.
He's had a real solid game.
14 points on the night for him.
Cole with it. Over to McConnell. Boone Albright goes baseline, dumps it off to Wilson. Over to Falsgraf. Falsgraf right hand up and doesn't get the roll. McConnell comes in for the rebound, up and two. He just came out of nowhere.
That was a big boy play that Hudson McConnell just made. That rebound and finish was, that's, I don't know if there's any college coaches in the building tonight, but that's a play a college basketball player makes right there.
You know, speaking of planning for college, we should talk about our sponsor here, Jeff Meisland with Principal Financial. Jeff and his team help individuals, families, and businesses with retirement planning and strategy, investments, college funding, life, long-term disability, and long-term care insurance, and other financial products and strategies. Feel free to email or call for a complimentary consultation, or if you have any questions, 515-246-4057 or meisland.jeff@principal.com. We appreciate Jeff sponsoring all of these basketball broadcasts, as well as Vision Bank and Brickhouse Fitness coming in for post-game awards. We added the Brickhouse Fitness Protect This House Award, so we will have a defensive effort that has a few nominees already in on this. But
I love that award.
the most excited you've been in weeks.
It is. It is. It's like either Christmas coming late or my birthday coming early. Like, take your pick.
We're not celebrating both, so you have to use it for for both of them. Tigers with the ball, 3:15 remaining in the third. Stensland to Wesselman, around to Haig. Haig trying to get around Wilson, and bails him out on that one. Jasper going to be his first foul. Haig to the line for 2. First one up and good. Second one coming for Brody. It's going to be in and out and in again. Miller over to Wilson. Now to McConnell at the free throw line. Falsgraf in the paint, right hand up, and they're going to count it.
No, they're going to call it on the floor.
Oh, is that what he was? Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Pointing at the floor.
That's probably fair. I mean, he hadn't started his turn yet.
And that's part of what I'm talking about, like letting them play through the contact a little bit. If it impacts the shot, then you call I don't know.
That one's out on Wesselman on the deflection. Cole to inbound. Oh, low pass. Falsgraf not able to come up with it. Stensland bringing it up court. To Wesselman, backdoor cut. Haig gets the bucket.
Just a little too easy off the set there.
Nice pass from the big man. Cole with it. To Falsgraf. Falsgraf at the free throw line. Up strong with it and gets the bucket.
Played through the contact there. Drake with double digits on the night with 10.
Rash over to Fierce. Fierce. So they call Fierce on that.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe there was something before Fierce on that one, but Tarona's coming in for Wesselman. Wilson to the bench for the Jays. Simonson back in. So Albright, Cole Miller, McConnell, Simonson, Falsgraf versus Haig, Rash, Stensland, Fierce, and Taronas. Just a couple minutes remaining here in the third quarter. McConnell with it. Trying to get in Falsgraf. Falsgraf is able to finish and is fouled, and he is pumped. That is a fourth foul on Gabe Fierce. Nice replay here. Falsgraf with the big finish.
And Coach Evans credit, and really that's kind of where one of the mismatches is right now. Is this is not a big Gilbert team, and going into Drake and letting him go to work.
Old-fashioned three-point play there. Puts him up to 13. Rash cross court. Stensland for 3, and that's good. That was not what we needed there.
Just an answer every time so far.
That's up to 12 for Stensland. 1:26 remaining in the third. So we got Both McConnell and Falsgraf in double digits for the Jays. Cole getting really close. You got Stensland and Rash and Haig in double digits for the Tigers.
Yeah, that turned into a full timeout because Gilbert was out of 30s. No, I like the strategy of going inside. I think that's where the Blue Jay advantage is. Again, they have yet to hit a three-point shot on the night. Sometimes, you make that focus of going inside, and then the defense collapses, and that will open up some three-point opportunities for Hudson McConnell, Cole Miller. But right now, Drake Falsgraf is that's kind of the as Hayden Fry would say, scratch where it itches. That's the spot right there to go to, and I think you're going to maybe see something run for Drake right now. He seems to be the hot hand.
So would you believe coming into this game, both teams had attempted exactly 124 threes. The Blue Jays had hit 39 and the Tigers had hit 37. Like pretty much the same team from three-point line.
But Gilbert has 7 on the night to 0.
I mean, we haven't even attempted very many.
No, we haven't.
McConnell to Miller. Miller out on the logo. Back over to McConnell.
Gilbert really extending a 2-3 zone, looking to trap out of it.
Nice pass from Miller to Simonson.
I feel like Cole's assisted on every basket in this half that he hasn't made himself.
It's been a lot. Oh, Haig with the pump fake pull-up three.
I think Coach B.J. Taronis might just ask to have all of his home games played in this gym. They seem to like the shooting background.
Falsgraf kicks it out. McConnell for three. That one's going to be short. And they're going to call Albright on the foul.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a shooting foul. With 36 seconds remaining. Tigers are in the bonus. Eldred to the line. Ian Eldred, a 47% free throw shooter. First one up and off the back. Simmons going to check in for Albright. Eldred's second free throw is good. His first bucket of the game. 35 seconds on the clock, so just a little bit of difference between the game clock, shot clock. McConnell open under the hoop. Be a tough pass. Back over to Simmons, back to Miller.
Coach Evans has decided to play for one shot here. Getting his team set up for some type of special play against an extended zone defense.
We're down to 5 now. Simonson for three, right in front of the student section.
Oh, goodness, Tronos about answered that at the horn.
So that was even 20 points apiece for that quarter.
Yeah.
All right, a quick replay here of Simonson in the corner. Beautiful. All right, so 48-53, 5-point differential. You got Ryder Miller with 3 fouls, Gabe Fierce with 4. That's about the extent of the foul trouble. So you should see primarily starters, I would imagine, down here. Gabe Fierce started in place of Will Hawthorne tonight. So potentially see somebody different there, but might be who has a little bit extra defense because the scoring has been fairly prevalent.
Yeah, and in that quarter in particular, both teams putting 20 up. It was a little more of a track meet, maybe more what we kind of expected from these two teams. So yeah, right now it just kind of comes down to who wants to work hardest in this quarter and go in and relax and enjoy their weekend a little bit more and not feel the sting until next Tuesday night.
Bluejays averaging 54 points a game. Tigers 68.5. Tigers playing at a little faster pace, and I think there's probably a few games from the Jays that skew that number. It was just like even Tuesday nights was just a low offense game.
Yeah. Looks like Gilbert's going to go back into a man-to-man here to start the quarter.
Simonson out to Simmons. Miller. McConnell with it. Thought about the three, passed it back up. Miller drives up with the bucket.
And absolutely got undercut, and there should have been a foul there. 8.5 for Cole.
Tyrone, oh my goodness. So Cole gets called for that one.
And really pretty frustrating because, I mean, on his shot attempt down there, a Gilbert player, I can't even remember which one it was. I think it was Fierce. Really went underneath him on his shot. And then here, just a slight reach in.
Yeah.
Didn't look like much
No
contact.
impact on the play. Torona's second one. Hits that one.
But not a lot of argument from Cole either, so. Ooh.
Cole
Just about traveled.
got the pass to McConnell. Miller now with it. Tried to get it into Falsgraf. It's an aggressive pass, and that's off Stensland. Going to be out of bounds. Blue Jay ball.
Got a break there.
It's like Cole's throwing some really, really tough passes there in the paint, and there's just a lot of traffic there.
Just no need for the degree of difficulty.
Simonson to McConnell. McConnell turned around two.
Boy, if you watch the action inside on the block, it is physical underneath.
Toronis looking to come around that screen. Rash has several threes. Pull up again, but that one's going to be short.
Okay.
Ryder Miller going to check in. Max Simmons to the bench.
There's that one good sign there because it seems like Gilbert's always had the answer, and Rash did not have the answer. In
Rash has been the answer several times,
yes,
hasn't he?
Yeah, so you kind of expected that to go in, but Blue Jays with a chance to tie or take the lead with their first three of the game.
McConnell, turn, good.
20 for Hudson.
He's not done yet. Toronis, crossover, kick back out. Haig with a long three off the rim, no good. Falsgraf rebound, and they're going to get.
Going to call Cole Miller for the foul, I think. Or
no, it's on. Okay, it's on Gabe Fierce. That's going to be 5.
Okay.
You had me convinced. Ian Eldred going to check back in for the Tigers. Tie ball game here with 6:17 remaining. Miller to Simonson, over to Ryder Miller, back to Cole Miller. Cole, Simonson, Falsgraf now with it in the paint. Goes to the left hand and is fouled on the way. Was a little later than I thought the whistle was going to be, but got it. That is on Brody Haig. That's just his second, but Falsgraf will go to the line for 2. I like the aggressive decision there from Drake. He saw himself in the paint, set up the right hand, went back to the left, and just kind of taking control on that one.
Yeah, I just think he sees the advantage there. Misses his first free throw of the night. He was 3 for 3. I was not going to say that before he shot it, so it was not my fault that he missed that.
No good, but Simonson gets the rebound. Out to Cole Miller for 3. Money!
That worked out just like we wanted it to. We wanted Drake to miss those free throws so we could see Cole make his first 3 of the game.
And the Blue Jay crowd is getting loud. Eldred crossover. Tough right-hand shot. Falsgraf with the rebound.
He double dribbled. He did. He just put his hand up on the ball, wanted to make the pass up the floor, and
Cole says, we're good. We're good. Keep that energy up.
Keep playing D. That's what's got him to this point. Blue Jay crowd getting to their feet.
Corona's crossover up, right hand, high finish. He's into double digits now.
Tough shot.
Falsgraf sets up on Wesselman, turns back to the left hand, no good, gets his own rebound, up with the right hand, and the bucket!
Well, I don't know if it's the best game Drake Falsgraf's ever played, but it's the best game I've seen him play. And we're going to have to keep his parents away if he's going to play like this on a regular basis. He's just outworking the big men from Gilbert, and he just has a determination about him tonight. Really impressive from the young guy.
Drake finishes the three-point play. He's up to 16 now. 5 minutes on the clock. Taronis with the ball to Wesselman. Wesselman out to Stensland. Using that Wesselman screen. Stensland, tough angle, and saved. Oh my goodness, Rash into the wall, but saved it to Ryder Miller. Blue Jays have a man advantage, but Rash hustles back. I'm glad he got back up because he took out a chair and a wall. Evans going to take a quick timeout, I believe, and
just kind of regroup a little bit. Sometimes you want to let that momentum keep rolling, but sometimes you also want to say, hey, let's not get crazy with something crazy shot here. Let's get settled in. Let's run a set, and I'm telling you what, I want number 15 to keep touching the ball in spite of Hudson McConnell, in spite of Cole Miller. Like, they're kind of playing through Drake Falsgraf tonight, and when they're doing that, it's when they're seeing their best success on the offensive end.
I heard maybe he was mad that Dad was leaving town to go hang out with his brother, and so,
I think so.
Maybe we need to make him mad every time.
Just feeling disrespected, and
he likes his mom. His mom stayed to watch him.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't both leave.
I thought Laura was gone too, so
no.
So we'll let Laura stay for these games.
Yeah, Laura can keep watching.
Brad's not allowed back in the gym.
I've had problems with him for years anyway. .438 remaining here in the fourth. Blue Jays with a 4-point lead and the ball.
There's that 2-3 zone again. Trying to trap up top out of that, but that's what is exposed.
Oh, no. Oh, ooh.
Yeah. I'm not sure Jersey actually fouled there, but it just looked it looked egregious, and it had to be called.
Yeah, I think he hit the ball really hard. Without a replay, I'm not sure, but he might have just hit the ball so hard that he sent him off balance. Stensland working around that Wesselman moving screen and is able to finish. Ryder Miller with it over to Drake Falsgraf. Falsgraf back out to Cole.
Gilbert stays in that 2-3 zone.
McConnell into Falsgraf. Falsgraf right hand up with the finish.
I'm telling you.
Right hand, left hand, doesn't matter. Taronis tries to answer Ryder Miller with the rebound.
Strong rebound.
Cole now pushing ahead. Over to McConnell, tipped away by Wesselman. Good defensive play there by Trent.
Yeah, that was going to be 2 points had he not tipped that away.
Cole Miller to inbound. And McConnell is blocked aggressively by Rash. will stay Blue Jay ball. Out to McConnell. McConnell coming around the Ryder-Miller screen. Now Simonson with it. Back out to Cole. Cole, pull up 3. Oh, my goodness. Cole up to 16 now.
Yeah, it had 2 at half.
Simonson and Rash go to the floor. 3 minutes now. Cole Miller with it. Ryder.
The play away from the basketball, this officiating crew's got to start calling some fouls. And either way, because the play away from the ball is just really physical.
And Cole Miller draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. That foul is on Toronis. His 3rd. Cole, first free throw up and good. And he hits them both, fading away on the free throw. Cole with 16 this half, 18 on the game. Stensland comes around for the 3, off the rim, no good. Ryder-Miller with the hustle play to go get that one. Took it away from Wesselman.
Yeah, now you want to really work the clock, get into some good action. Don't need to go anything too early.
McConnell over to Miller. Cole step through. Tough shot, no good.
Yeah, little early.
Rash with the rebound. Rash pushing ahead quickly into the paint. Oh, right.
Nah, that's just not a good call. Play on. That's a play on.
Some players just always seem to draw.
And tonight is Jersey.
And Jersey, he's the one guy that's getting the touch fouls called against him.
Yeah, that's a play on right there.
Haig with the drive. Tough right hand angle. Brody Haig with a good finish.
Yeah, and Ryder-Miller was riding him all the way to the hoop too.
Under 2 now. Gonna need some. The crowd got a little quiet. We're gonna need them to get back into this. Cole still with it. 14 seconds now. Simonson to Falscraft.
10 on the shot clock.
Under 10. Simonson for 3. Splash!
Boy, Jersey with 2 big threes late in the shot clock. There's a foul on Ryder. You don't want to pick up right there. It's still not quite to the bonus, but the last foul to give there for the Blue Jays. So Gilbert will go to the line on the next foul with 1:27. So not a terrible foul, but now you don't have that one foul to give.
That was the 4th foul on Ryder. Ian Eldred into the game. Wesselman to the bench for the Tigers. They will inbound from the side over here.
Boy, that Gilbert advantage that they had throughout the game disappeared quickly. Blue Jays up by 10 here.
Rash to inbound, gets it to Toronis. Toronis to Stensland. Stensland coming around the Haig screen, goes the other way. Blocked by McConnell, and they're going to call the body foul.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard to disagree with. I think it's hard for the players because
they don't know.
So much physicality away from the ball.
Stensland first one up and good.
Stensland's put together a pretty big second half as well.
He's up to 15 now. Second one up and good. So 8-point ball game with 1:18.
There's some pressure.
And Cole is fouled. Connor Rash thinks he's flopping.
And that's a bonus. Cole's going to go to the free throw line. So B.J. Toronis, head coach of Gilbert, a former Iowa basketball player, played for Coach Tom Davis, and that's the old 55 press they used to call it at Iowa, the 1-2-1-1 full court press where you're really trying to feed the ball to the corners and trap.
First one no good by Cole. Worked really well for the girls, getting the ball fed to the corner for the Tigers. Cole goes 1 for 2 at the line, moves it back to a 9-point lead. Rash looking to drive, puts it on his hip, blocked by Simonson, but he was on the line, but it was still a great block by Jersey. Rash and Jersey
having quite the conversation, probably talking about where they, is it a Ponchero's night or?
Feels like a Culver's night, I'm guessing. Taronis kick out, long 3 for Haig. Wow.
Yeah, I'm just glad that
the little bump at the end didn't get called as well.
Miller didn't get called for a foul there.
22 for Brody Haig.
Yeah. So Gilbert hanging around. Blue Jays had a 10-point advantage here just a short little while ago. They've cut it to 6, but just a minute to go here. 59 seconds to be exact.
Reminder, we will have a Brick House Fitness Protect This House player of the game jersey, putting his nomination in there on that block. And then a Vision Bank player of the game as well. So stick around for that.
I've got boy, there's a whole cast of guys that are eligible. Just a more spirited effort, focus, just playing with more intensity in the second half. I know, there's a good chance you're going to get out of here with a win, but boy, as a coach, you love what you see out of your team here in the second half, and boy, if you could get that for 32 minutes, then you're getting yourself back in contention in this conference, and you are thinking about maybe another tournament run.
So, at least being a threat to anybody anybody you step on the court with. So Simonson to inbound.
Here's that pressure. Although this looks more like man pressure versus zone pressure where they guard the ball. They're not guarding the inbounds pass.
Quickly to Cole, and they're going to get a. Oh, that doesn't feel like the right call that one, but.
Well, I think, yeah, it's a tough call.
Yeah,
that's a tough call, is what that is.
Yep. So the foul's going to be on Eldred. Cole will go to the line for 2. First one up, no good.
This is a big one because it gets it to 3 possessions.
Hits that one. Also allows you to get back a little bit more set up on defense, which is always nice. Haig pulled up from there just a little bit ago. He's trying to get into the paint now. Out to Taronis for 3, and that's good. Cole over to McConnell. McConnell to Albright. Albright got to it, and Coach Evans called a timeout.
Now the shot clock says 25, which would indicate a 10-second count, but I think the timeout was given just in advance of that.
I mean, that's a fair argument, but the shot clock has to react to the whistle, so.
Correct.
So, yeah, staying exciting around here,
It looks like we've added a second to the clock, maybe.
That's fair. Eliminates the question.
And that timeout resets your 10-second backcourt. And it looks like they're going to inbound the ball right in front of the Gilbert bench, which will be a tough spot to get the ball in. I'm not sure what the Blue Jay timeout count is here. Patrick, I need to do a better job of keeping track of that.
Yeah.
I believe there's one left.
There's just only so many things we can track and actually
we need to
talk about the
We
game.
need to hire a statistician. Is there a statistician money in the budget? We'll have to talk to Professor Seidel about that.
Will they work for the same thing we're paid? Because then it's in the budget. Miller is fouled. Wow, that's an aggressive foul by Eldred. I get it. He didn't think he got the first foul, so he tried to make sure he got it.
Yeah.
It just looks, it's got bad aesthetics.
Yep. And a good job by the officials there. And Coach Evans wants the intentional.
Well, there was a lack of a basketball play to it. I mean, that's fair.
I think he's also upset because there's some Gilbert players that are maybe running their mouths a little bit excessively.
Cole misses the first.
Cole's just kind of trading every other free throw right now.
Wesselman going to check in for Eldred. Miller hits the second.
3 for his last 6.
Stensland drives, right hand finish, and they're calling a foul on McConnell.
Yeah, you just want to give him the layup there if you're at the disadvantage. And
Eldred back in for Wesselman.
You really want to box out here. You don't want to give him another opportunity off of a miss.
Stensland free throw up and good. He's up to 19. Miller with it, back to Simonson, over to McConnell. McConnell crosses half court, fouled by Haig.
Smart play by Hudson. I know the crowd was kind of pointing to Drake down in the corner wide open, but that ball gets tipped. It's a turnover, and as it turns out, one of your best free throw shooters is going to go to the line with 2 shots and a chance to make it a 2-possession game.
And I feel like it's safe to say McConnell doesn't feel threatened on one-on-one with the ball in his hand against most people, so he probably didn't feel any uncomfortableness on that one.
Yep.
Free throws have been a little bit of a struggle down the stretch here for us.
Yep. You got to convert. You got to convert late in the game with a big lead. That lead was 10, and now it's 2. Big one here.
Misses them both, and it's going to be off of Eldred, staying with the Blue Jays.
Boy, Jersey's just made himself a factor tonight. Coach Evans is going to take a timeout, 30-second timeout with the ball. Drop something to get it into the hands of a free throw shooter because they're going to foul. There's no shot clock now, so Gilbert can't just let the Blue Jays play this one out.
Who's your free throw shooter right now? It's been a rough quarter.
I mean, you look at our numbers, and, the best free throw shooter is Hudson McConnell. Max Simmons shoots at an 85% clip, but he's probably not going to be on the floor. Cole's shooting at 67%. I think Hudson, Cole, it really it's a wash. Probably, as I'm looking, Boone is in the game also.
Do you set up a play for Drake here?
I'm not against that. If you can get a quick look for him on a layup, yes. And they did have that look there, and they're going to come foul Jersey. Ooh. Keep the ball out of the corner. Okay.
Eldred does not make his fouls questionable.
Cole's going to make both of these. He nodded his head. He saw
your comment.
Yep. He made eye contact with me up here and is like, I'm making both of these.
I didn't know he had earbuds in, but I like it.
Oh, he just looks up at me every once in a while.
That's 20 this half for Cole. Haig coming in for Eldred, 15.7. Hits them both just like you said. Haig to Stensland. Stensland over in the corner. Taronis with a three-pointer off the rim. No good. Boone, Albright rebound over to Cole Miller. Up ahead to McConnell. McConnell to Simonson. And is fouled by Taronis with 1.9.
Woo. They're going to weather the storm.
Oh, don't start the overrated chant. That's not a good
Yeah, we don't need that.
Simonson hits his free throw. He's up to 13 now. Misses the second one. Wesselman with the rebound. Rash throws it full court. And Blue Jays are going to come away with this one 76-71 victorious.
Woo. Just another night in the Raccoon River Conference.
Right. Oh, it's a fun, exciting way to go into a Friday.
Yeah, hard-fought win, and again, just a really outstanding second-half performance. We have a couple of awards that we need to decide upon, and there's a lot of guys that could fit the bill.
I'll give you some numbers so you can think about your. So, leading scorer for the Jays, Cole Miller with 23, 21 of them in the second half. Also had half dozen rebounds and maybe even double digits assists. Hudson McConnell with 20 points, 5 boards. I'm sure I missed rebounds, by the way, just based off the pace of this game. Drake Falsgraf with 18 and 6. Jersey Simonson with 13 and 7. Jasper Wilson with a couple points as well, and some different role players along the way. But you got 4 players that were definitely huge offensively.
Yeah.
However, our first award, Brickhouse Fitness Protect This House, is really more of a defensive award. So where are you going with that?
It's a defensive award, and to me it's a hustle award. And tonight, the one guy I pointed out that I just think his defense has gotten so much better this year, and just his ability to factor into the game without scoring. And he had 13 points tonight, and that's Jersey Simonson. I just thought he really he ratcheted up the intensity. The whole team did, but his was especially notable. So that's who I would go with for that award.
I like it. Yeah, a couple big blocks in there, and really just a menace around the rim on both offense and defense. So Brickhouse Fitness, Protect This House, is going to go to Jersey Simonson. Check out Brickhouse Fitness for any type of things you're looking for. They even have pickleball during the day if you got some time there. I believe it's like 10 to noon every day they set up pickleball. So
love that.
Who doesn't love pickleball? Yep. It's one of the most exciting things happening around here.
Yep.
So Vision Bank Player of the Game. Really, you have all 4 of those main contenders. Boy, the way Cole finished that game, and like offensively, he wasn't concerned about points and really didn't shoot that much in the first half, but had some dynamic passes.
Yeah.
And just closed it down in the second, putting in 21 of his 23 in the second, and still getting some assists there. I got to go Cole Miller with the Vision Bank Player of the Game. So many good options. There was a good period there where Drake was the key. There was a good period in the beginning where Hudson was the key. Jersey obviously put in some offensive work too. I'm going to give Cole the nod over Drake just from the other aspects of it.
You bet.
And so Cole Miller going to be your Vision Bank Player of the Game. Vision Bank, see what we can do for you tonight for the Blue Jays. That's going to be a 76-71 victory over the opponent of the Gilbert Tigers. And that'll bring us into the weekend with a lot of wrestling tomorrow, and then we'll be back next week for some more basketball action as well.
Thursday, Friday, I believe, next week.
Sounds right, yep.
Yep.
So for tonight, we're going to go good night and go Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays.